Just last Shabbat, I focused on the words Hazak, Hazak, Benit Hazik. Be strong, may we strengthen each other. Not realizing how much we would need them in the week ahead. I spoke about how wisdom gained from life lessons and our ancestors gives us the strength we need as we step into the future, not foreseeing how much that message would resonate, how much it holds true. And today, we are still reeling from the chaos that overtook our nation's capital on Wednesday as we begin reading Shemot, the book of Exodus. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs once wrote, "The book of Exodus is the West's meta-narrative of hope. It is a story that has inspired many, including Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson, as they drew their designs for the Great Seal of the United States." Is all of this a coincidence? No, I don't think it is. So the real question is, what is God trying to tell us? Timing is everything. The daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe in the Nile, while her maidens walked along the Nile. She spied the basket among the reeds, and she sent her amata, her maid, to fetch it. Some also interpret amata to mean arm's length. She extended her arm. When she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. And she had compassion on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." If Pharaoh's daughter had not gone to bathe in the Nile when she did, what would have happened to that baby? What would have happened to Moses? What would have happened to the Israelites? Our foundation as a Jewish people, the story that has inspired many, would not exist. Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kotsk, a Hasidic rabbi in 18th century Poland, in his commentary on the use of the word amata said, "If Moses' basket lay beyond her reach, why did Pharaoh's daughter extend her arm? Could she possibly have anticipated the miracle that her hand would be extended for many arm lengths?" There is a profound lesson here for each and every one of us. Often, we are confronted with a situation that is beyond our capacity to rectify. Someone or something is crying out for help, but there is nothing we can do. By all natural criteria, the matter is simply beyond our reach. So we resign ourselves to inactivity, reasoning that the little we can do won't change matters anyway. But Pharaoh's daughter heard a child's cry and extended her arm. An unbridgeable distance lay between her and the basket containing the weeping infant, making her action seem utterly pointless. But because she did the maximum of which she was capable, she achieved the impossible. Because she extended her arm, God extended its reach, enabling her to save a life and raise the greatest human being ever to walk the face of the earth. We are the crying baby in the water. The United States, our nation, is crying out for help. We are floating down the Nile. But we don't have to be helpless. We can take courage like Pharaoh's daughter and extend our arms into the water to draw ourselves out. Hundreds of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, breached security to stop the Senate and the House from counting the electoral votes in an effort to block Biden's win, trying to undermine the process our founders fought so hard for, a government of the people, by the people, for the people. We are breaking at the seams. We have been here before. We have been a nation divided. The Civil War, North versus South. So many lives lost. We are a nation divided. What was so hard to watch on Wednesday was people trying to take matters into their own hands and ignoring our laws. A mob willing to follow someone blindly based on falsehoods and disrespect. The last time this happened was in the 1930s, and we know where that led. 6 million lives lost. If you don't have people following laws and respecting each other, there is no nation. That, for example, is why God had the Israelites wandering in the desert for 40 years. So what is God trying to tell us? January 6th, 2021 was a wake-up call to our nation. History may repeat itself, but this time we won't let it. We know better now. We can learn from our past, our history, both American and Jewish, and do something about it. Knowledge comes with the responsibility to act, extend our arms beyond the maximum we are capable of, and achieve the impossible. All of us are leaders. We all have the power to be leaders. We all have the power to act. Each small and large act matters. What wisdom have we gained from our Jewish and American ancestors? One, our rabbis, our sages, and US founders have taught us that machloket, the ability to debate respectfully with each other, even if we don't agree, is important, is essential to a nation. Having a government for the people means we need to be able to actively and respectfully listen to each other without turning to hatred or violence if we disagree with one another. We must remember understanding, compassion, and love. Two, the Torah and the Constitution has been our moral compass, the guidelines, the laws we have to keep us from falling into chaos. Our ancestors have learned that without laws to follow, chaos and darkness typically reign. Respecting, honoring our laws keeps us stronger, brings us order and peace. This doesn't mean, however, that both can't evolve with the people. Both are designed for people. And third, unity. When we unite, our nation flourishes. When we unite, our nation becomes a respected power. When groups unite in a positive way for a positive purpose, great things are achieved. Just look at the way our community came together Wednesday night. We made each other stronger as we prayed for peace. And the United States is what it is today because 13 colonies united as one. On every US coin is printed the words, E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Let that be a reminder to us of who we are and what we stand for. Shabbat Shalom. Let us now turn to page 184 for the Chatzi Kaddish.